You're looking pretty amazing out there tonight. Those kicks were flying, the whips were swinging. You know, when you came here today, what were you expecting the metagame to be like throughout the scope of the tournament?
I expected it to be like a bit faster. Like, it's pretty much the same speed as before. It's just I got like better. Like without even noticing it, I was like, oh, I can do all these extra things now without problem. Like Smash 4, like just added like tons of things to that game. I'm like, this is so amazing. I can do like all these tricks and extra now. Like it just turned into a brand new game. Like if I get that small hit, I can just turn it to like anything now.
Right.
Like even if they air dodge, I'm just like, this is too much fun.
I got you. Have you been practicing Brawl?
I practiced yesterday, literally yesterday.
So you practiced for this event?
Yeah.
Let's get some light on this man, Chivo.
Besides
Show
that,
him.
I did not play for some time, like till some time ago. Well, I played sometime during when I went to like Florida for like a bit.
Okay.
I played with Mewtwo King for a little. Like at that time, I wasn't like at my best, but I could still feel a little bit something there. Like
Gotcha.
I didn't get to play enough Brawl at that time, but I still could see something.
Do you miss the game any?
Just a bit.
A little bit, yeah. There's some. I know that there were several times during this set where you tripped, and I could tell like you were just like, all right, I probably don't miss that.
I was like, I got tripped. I tripped. I won. I still tripped. Like I'm like, can it just not? Like I was like, oh, I forgot. Even though like I added things from Smash 4 to my play, it just makes me trip more in this game because it's a lot of more dashing, a lot more shenanigans. I'm like, what? Why? Why?
So coming up through this tournament, I noticed that we had a very interesting landscape character-wise. You know, obviously Brawl is known for the final iteration of its metagame being dominated by Meta Knight and Ice Climbers, but there were no notable Meta Knight mains or Ice Climber mains at the tournament, and not too many strong players using either of those characters. Actually, I didn't think we saw a single Ice Climbers on the stream tonight, only one Meta Knight, you know, and there was a lot of Snake. How did you feel about that?
Snake, he's an interesting character. It's just, you have to be like, you have to know so much with him, or it's like, oh, I got hit, I guess I'm going to take like 50 or 60 damage, which is like not too bad, but you're not supposed to take 60 in this game. Maybe in Smash 4, taking 60 in Smash 4 is normal. Like that's how much you should be taking, or 40% or anything like that. Like Brawl, you're not supposed to take that much damage unless you like mess up really badly or really horribly.
Well, one thing I was observing is that Snake, he has the tenacity to really survive quite a number of hits. I mean, this game has, let's say, a kill problem, and a kill power problem rather, and you know, Snake is one of those characters where he could really get through it with no Meta Knights to gimp him, and no really Snake counters out in the field today. You know, no DDDs or anything like that. You know, I felt like Snake had a pretty easy run of it until obviously all the Snakes fell to the Zero Suits. How do you feel about that matchup in general, Snake versus ESS?
That matchup, it's like actually difficult. Like, because Zero Suit might lose that match, or just might, or it's even. Because, like, if you fight Ally, he's just going to power shell literally all your moves and just be like, I grabbed you, I got the down throw, now I'm going to tech chase you everywhere until you're, like, at, like, 50. Like, things like that makes that matchup just horrible. Like, Zero Suit's role isn't even bad, and that man was doing those types of things. Like, her role is, like, one of the best, like, tech roles or grounded roles. Like, she was way over there. It's, like, similar to, like, Bayonetta's role in Smash 4, where if she tech, she goes, like, halfway across the stage, or almost halfway across the stage. But Ally, he just catches all of that. So that's how you know that that character, that match was, like, it's just,
I got you. So obviously you overcame all the Snakes, and then in the winners finals you ran into V115. Now, I mean, there's a lot of Brawl players or ex-Brawl players out there in the United States and in varying countries that could have came out today. How did you feel when you saw that probably your strongest competition was your fellow Zero Suit brethren?
It sounded just about right, because, like, he's pretty damn strong. Like, he goes to, like, he tries to go to every Smash Brawl tournament, and I'm just like, I wish I could do that, but Smash 4 right now.
Right.
Like, he's pretty darn good. He's improved like a ton. Like he plays quite similar to how I used to play. Like at my peak, I'm like, that's dangerous. That's very dangerous. But I have like new shenanigans, new techniques. I'm like, okay, I can try to fight it. Like,
yeah, I
like winners.
Understand.
That was scary.
How did you feel when he beat you in the winners final set? Were you confident that you were going to come back in the grand finals, or were you questioning like, is this guy actually stronger than me? How are you feeling?
I was like, I messed up like a few things here and there, but that was because like I was like looking at what he was doing. I was like, you can do that? And I'm like, I definitely forgot about this. I'm like, it's just like my mind's like all over the place. So I'm just trying to figure out if that's the good option or if that's the bad option.
Right.
Like I was watching him, he was like doing 4 hops just to bait me to 4 hops just so he could get under me to up there. I was like, I forgot about that. I forgot about like the smallest shenanigans in Brawl that just catches you.
I definitely was playing earlier and I was forgetting about a ton of shenanigans and like little things, you know, in my own matches and that I was playing friendlies earlier too. So obviously you made your way back to him, and after a little while you started to get some crazy momentum on him, and you went on a 4-game win streak where you were up 2-0. And obviously, you know, I'm not going to ask how did you feel. You probably felt pretty good, like you were just going to sweep him out of the tournament at that point. So when he was able to bring back 2 games, readjust his gameplay, and adapt, did you start to get nervous, or did you think, okay, well, no, I'm just going to close this out now? Like, how were you feeling then?
Like, every time things like that happen, I'm like, it's still even. It's just, I'm up ahead. So it's like awkward. I'm like, I could still just lose everything here. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm up ahead. It's just, I'm just gonna win. It's that easy now. No, I never think of it like that when it comes to Smash. I'm like, they still have the chance to beat me, even if I'm up like 3 stocks and they're down like 2, or even if I'm like up ahead like 1 stock and they're down 1. Like I still feel like they have. There's a possibility like they could just like body me at any moment. I always have that feeling.
I got you. Okay, so this was Revival of Brawl, but it's almost for certain that Chiba will eventually run more Brawl tournaments. We had a pretty decent showing today, showing that there is still some interest in the game. There's a lot of players like me, legacy players, that really have a lot of love and respect for this game. And since it's not the main tier game, you're not going to have everybody coming in and just like playing their pocket Meta Knights and everything like that. So I actually found today's environment to be very fun because we didn't have an oversaturation of top tiers. A couple of counter pickers in the crowd, but it wasn't anything oppressive, and it was really, really fun to fight everybody's characters, in my opinion. Who do you want to see come to the next Revival of Brawl?
I want to see like a lot of people. I want to see Ally, Mr. R, like the Buzz, like the usual crew. I want to see the usual crew come by. They're like busy or like off doing something else. Like I at least want that. Like just one more time. Just one more time.
One more time, guys. Come on, give us that run back one more time. Is there for those watching at home right now, especially those who maybe are just getting into Brawl, because actually I met some players here where this was their not just their first Brawl tournament, but their first Smash tournament. And then there were some players here where the event was local to them, so they played Smash 4 because they got into the scene after Smash 4 came out, but you know they have never been to a Brawl tournament before. So what advice would you give to players who are aspiring to be good at Brawl?
Have patience, a lot of patience. Like patience in this game, it's like the best ever. Like it even helps you in Smash 4 like a whole lot. If you just learn things from Brawl and apply it to Smash 4, like you'll just do fantastic. Like those things, like it's important. Like no matter what, no matter what. Like even if you don't want to like get too into the game, I'd say at least give it a try. Like it's like very important. Like if you're like really trying to get up there, play Brawl.
It's definitely very fundamentally rewarding. It teaches you your basics a lot. Because it doesn't let you lean on a lot of tactics which are very offensively reliable that just net you huge offensive bonuses. So I definitely like the way that Brawl really emphasizes those fundamental tactics and fundamental core elements of your gameplay that you need to make sure you have instilled into you. Any shout-outs you want to give to anybody out there? What do you want to say to your fans as well?
Shout out to Wounded Dragon, even though he doesn't really play this game. Well, he wanted to. He wanted to. He's that player. He's going to show eventually.
Right.
I say this on like a lot of
Keep your eye out for Wounded Dragon, guys.
Eventually, he'll show up. Like, he might play a little bit Brawl eventually, so you might see him on a Brawl stream somewhere. Like, maybe like this one, maybe. But, to my fans, thank you a lot.
And your sponsors?
My sponsors, thank you, MVG. Thank you, Chibo.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Chibo. All right. And thank you, Salem, for taking this interview right now. Anything else you want to say at all?
Munchkin Cats?
Munchkin Cats. Guys, this is your Revival of Brawl champion right here, MVG Salem. Give it up for him. Congratulations on winning Revival of Brawl and on your tournament victory. We are going to sign out. It has been a fantastic... Wait, are we not going to sign out? Oh, okay. No. We're going to catch a second interview. Okay.
Yes.
I'm definitely hyped always for the second interview. But again, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Salem, you are Revival of Brawl champion.